Hello everyone, I'm Psychotic, and that's also my screen name. We are back with episode 40 of our Season 2 for Medieval Dynasty. It's hard to believe we're already at episode 40. We're coming up on 80 hours in this save. That's nuts. But we are getting ready to transition into winter, so winter's going to be a little bit slow. We're going to definitely go on a mine run once the season changes, and probably just kind of pass the time. We're going to be sleeping through the nights to try and get to spring as soon as possible. We'll probably do a bit of a sales run based on what we can scrounge together, but it's not going to be a huge one. Mostly we're waiting for spring for things to come in so we can make some more cash. Hopefully we're going to hit the 500,000 or $500,000 mark today, but we'll see what happens. So if you learn anything useful today, or if you have a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, let's go ahead and load in. Alrighty, here we go. It looks like it is evening, so we'll just go ahead and sleep for now. So we're gonna try to get through the rest of fall as quickly as possible. There's not much left for us to do. We can make some more vials and get some things ready for a sales run in winter. But generally speaking, most of what needs to be done for fall is already taken care of. So, we got 25 iron ore there. Oh, we have enough for another house. Oh yeah, we've got a bunch of logs. We're gonna have to do something with that. Got quite a bit of wool too. Looks like 32. So we're going to be able to make 4 hats. They still have a crap ton of baskets too. We might wind up taking some of those baskets with us on the sales run. I don't know why I got on the horse. We're going right across the way. We can't really do a sales run in fall, so we're just trying to get stuff together for winter, and that'll waste our daylight hours until we get to the point where we can rest and progress the season. Nope. Not 5. 4. So that'll give them 4 more hats. We'll let them sell the hats, but we're going to have to do something about baskets. They are getting out of hand. We have over 100. We have almost 150 baskets. So we'll probably take about 100 of them with us, because we're going to make some more baskets anyway with the sticks, because our sticks are also getting out of hand, as are the logs. So we're going to get some vials going here. And we're going to do some stuff with the iron ore to get that prepped as well. How are we doing on leather? Okay, let's take some leather as well. We can make some shoes. Should have taken it all in one shot. That's my fault. Although efficiency really doesn't matter at this point if we're trying to waste daylight. Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do. Alright. come on down here to S. Simple shoes. So how are we doing on iron ore? I don't think we have any iron ore. Excellent. Okay, so we will take 25, no, we'll take 26 of that. Because we have to do it in twos. And I want to leave them around 50, so 26 is going to be 13 sticks. And that'll give us 13 knives. Not weapons, psych. Tools. Okay. Alright, now we're going to need the horse for this next bit. So we're going to take hopefully around 100 logs. Let's see. We only have 10,000 to go, guys, until we hit 500,000, so that's exciting. Can you move a 293 horse? Not well, but yes. So this will make 2,000 vials. That's going to go a long way towards helping us out. We have 6 toolless people, huh? I think the 3 people that we lost off of the mine are significantly holding us back as far as our iron and knives are going, and I don't want to necessarily reduce the sales of knives because I think we can make up the difference if we have to, but 8 is a bit much. What are we missing? Woodshed is missing an axe. Interesting. Okay. So we need to make them an axe. The barn is probably out of, manure, because we did that ourselves, so that's fine. That pigsty is missing people and a worker. I put them in the wrong damn pigsty is what I did. So that's Oatmar. That's not good because that means that we have at least a full day of not getting manure. Okay, so that fixes that problem. Now the kitchens are out of bowls, that's fine. The smithy's out of iron, I'm assuming. Iron ore, yep. Okay. Okay, well, that's a start. And we do need to make them an axe. That's going to be very, very important. Why don't we make a couple? We'll make like 2 or 3. We'll make 3. Alright, and how are they doing on these vials? Okay, they're up to 4,000 now. I feel like they're not selling 500 a day anymore because we haven't been sinking that many into storage. How are our vendors doing? Is everybody still staffed in the vendors? Yeah, no, everybody's staffed. I don't know what's going on there then. We should have some eggs on us though, yep. Yeah, our eggs are finally dwindling down to a reasonable number. I'll let them get a little bit lower and then we're probably going to have to cut them off. Because we're going to need them for ourselves. And we're actually going to be a little bit chintzy with these axes here. We are going to take one of the new ones for ourselves. Whoops. That was supposed to be 3. And then we will give them the one that we had that's a little over half. Because they can switch out a lot easier and cheaper than we can. Okay. We can probably put these extra hose in there too. I don't think we're going to need to use them as much. Alright, so that helps us out there. Sticks are the next big thing. So with our sticks, we've got around 1,600. I wouldn't mind taking like half. We'll take a little over 800. Yeah, much more, and we weren't going to be able to move. Although ideally, we would have taken the horse. I don't know why I didn't. And the other nice thing is that's all going to give us production tech points as well. Yep, we only need 1,000 now, and we will be at the tavern. And then we can go ahead and buy the cherry juice and cherry wine, and start selling cherry wine. Because that's going to be worth some money. Alright, so let's grab our shiny coins. We will put these simple baskets in there, small baskets in there. We still have a whole lot of logs. Hey James, what's going on, man? Alright, let's go do a house. We're basically just burning time until winter comes around. That's all we're really after right this moment. As we can't do any sale runs, the fields are taken care of. There's not really anything for us to do until winter rolls around. And it's too early to sleep because the day just changed, so. But we are on the last day of fall, so it shouldn't be long. I think. Let's finish this line first. Just enjoying the weekend, but it's going to be chilly tonight. You know, it's actually quite cold here today, too. You can definitely feel that winter's coming. I love the smell, though. The fall smell being back home is absolutely wonderful. The last place I lived was semi-arid, so it wasn't nearly as vibrant. The leaves are changing. It's lovely. But it's definitely a day for sweatpants and a long sleeve shirt, that's for sure. I don't know whereabouts you are, but I'm assuming if you're in the US, it's probably about the same. Or at least Northern Hemisphere, I imagine. I liked it when I was in Vermont. The fall is so beautiful. You're in Oklahoma? Yeah. Oklahoma's really pretty this time of year. I've never actually been to Vermont. It's one of the states that I think I would very much enjoy. I've considered it. I know it's cold, but after Montana, I mean, is it really? So I know in Montana there was usually a week or 3 every year where it's negative 40-ish. Hey Alex, what's going on, man? Just as bad? Okay, so yeah, it wouldn't be anything new for me then. I know that was one of the things that startled me about coming back here is we had a day, the first winter after I'd moved back, where we got about, it was 6 or 7 inches of snow. It wasn't super bad. Well, it wasn't super bad compared to what I was used to. But we had 6 or 7 inches of snow, and I still got to work on time because I was ready for it. I knew it was going to snow, and coming from Montana, 6 or 7 inches isn't a problem. It's an inconvenience. And I showed up, and the only person there was the operations manager, and he said, "Why the hell are you here?" I said, "To work, duh. Where's everybody else?" He said, "We're in a state of emergency." I said, "For 6 inches of snow? Are you kidding me?" But no, they called a state of emergency for the town. So all work was canceled. I was like, that's alright. This is just inconvenient. This isn't even, you know, I'm used to 15 to 24 inches, not 6 is barely anything to take note of. It's amazing how different parts of the country have different views on things. Although I had a similar experience when I was in high school. We moved from, there are people living in Siberia, which is colder than on Mars for half a year. It can get to negative 70 Celsius. That is fucking cold. Well, what's the conversion for, Celsius to Fahrenheit? So I think you guys hit 0 before we do, so it's probably about the same as Montana. What's, negative 70 Celsius in, yeah. Oh, no, I think it's the other way around. I think I'm thinking the other direction. So let's do Celsius to Fahrenheit, and we want negative 70. Yeah, okay. No, that's almost twice as cold, yeah. I was thinking the wrong direction. But yeah, it's crazy how different parts of the world or country or whatever, what have you, view things. I had a similar experience, only with the reverse, when we moved from Arizona to Illinois. I was in high school, and we had a day that they canceled for heat index. And after Arizona, where it's regularly 120 degrees, and it's only 90-something in Illinois, and they cancel school, we're like, okay. And I know the heat index takes into account humidity, which we didn't have in Arizona, but it was just one of those things where you're like, seriously? A friggin' heat day? Coming from the desert? And now, here coming this, as an adult, you're like, seriously? A state of emergency for 6 inches of snow? Yeah, Celsius is based on the freezing and boiling point of water. Fahrenheit is based on human comfort. Or at least that's the joke in the science community. Alright, let's see what we can do about some manure while we wait for being able to sleep. We might be able to shear some of them sheep now, too. Yep, we can. So that's going to be extra hats. I think we should be able to hit 10 grand easy. We'll definitely have 500,000 today. And we're stuck. Thank you, sheepy. I suppose I didn't need to unstuck. We were stuck on a sheep. I could have just punched it. But I feel like that's mean. It's one thing to wake them up. It's another just to get them to move. What? And then that one's going to go and be inconvenient, not let us shear it. Are you going to... Yep. So we have 2 that we could shear and 2 that we couldn't. Oh, but we do have quite a bit of manure. That's going to be helpful. This will give us some feathers to sell as well. I can't tell if that was a grunt or a belch out of that pig. Although it is a pig, so I mean, you know, 6 at 1. I've been on a jazz kick lately. I don't know why. I like jazz, but it's not something that I listen to regularly or haven't in years. So it just kind of an oddity. Jazz, I feel like, is much more fun to play than it is to listen to. Fahrenheit is based on what an Austrian scientist measured throughout a whole year in his home village. And he put the highest temperature he recorded at 100 and the lowest at 0. Huh, I didn't know that. That's kind of interesting. Okay. Well there, I learned something useful this time. That's exciting. Thank you, Alex. Alright, so we'll take 10 of... This is 10 more hats. This was actually kind of big. Oh man, the payout next... the payout come summer is going to be astronomical. We still have like 400 linen thread in there. Right, you have to process it for a sec.
How are you? Have a good day.
That is why it's closer to what people intuit as hot and cold. Fair enough. I can tell you, though, that while intellectually -40 is significantly colder than -20, you really can't tell the difference other than you get frostbite faster. Like, they're both just friggin' cold. Your body doesn't know the difference. I don't miss having to walk to work in that when the car wouldn't start, though. That's something I'm glad is behind me. Alright, yeah, we are swiftly running out of things that we can make. There's so many vials in there. I mean, we can make more vials. We've got 500 logs, but I feel like that's just not necessary. We have a bunch of animal feed. Let's see how long, time is it? It's 1 in the afternoon, so it's not too long before we can sleep. Oh, you know what? We needed to make a new bow. That was something that I keep forgetting to do, and something that we need to do soon, because this one is less than a quarter left. Really? Apparently we're too fat to go down that alley. Snot freezes at -10, that's how I know it's colder. Yep. Yep. Yeah, you can feel your nose hairs freeze together. And that's generally when you just start calling it cold, because past that point it really doesn't matter. 1 log, 4 thread, 3 leather. Yeah. 1 log, 4 thread, 3 leather. I'm actually going to make us 2 bows, so that we can just leave one in storage until we need it and not have to do this again when we damage the next one. Also, it's going to give us extra build or tech points for crafting. Yeah, below that it's just cold. So we needed 1,000. Oh well, we've actually gone up almost 200 production points just with the crap that we've been making, puttering around town, wasting time. So that's something. Alright, so let's throw one of these bows in storage. And I would like to... Okay, we've got 8 of those. We'll put them in here so that they don't take half damage on season change. I've had my eyes freeze over a bunch of times while working in the... Oh man, on the pipelines, I bet that was brutal. I know working outside in the lumberyard during the cold wasn't any fun. But I can't imagine on the pipelines out there on the plains and whatnot. Oof. That's got to be heinous. Good money, though, from what I gather. I've never done it myself, but... Let's go murder some wolves while we wait. Those are rabbits. There he is. I think he just chased after something, no? There they are. Seriously? That was weird. Yeah, but you just drank it up in Wild Women. Fair enough. Fair enough. Did you at least have a good time doing it? Okay, that's all the wolves. Yep, and I don't regret it. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Life's too short. Ah. I am not on my game for shooting tonight. I don't know what's wrong. Do-do-do. Do-do-do. Hopefully we'll be able to sleep here soon. Holy crap, they all came out of the woodwork behind us. I wouldn't mind getting another hunting level, but I think we're quite a ways away from one. It's always the last one. I don't know that I've ever actually hit 10 in hunting. It's like extraction, we've got 2 left. Hunting, we've got 4 left. That one's done. That one's got 2 left. That one's got 1 left, and that one's done. So what counts? Skill tree that determines how proficient you are in surviving and gathering. So we actually haven't been picking up as much as we did during, that's how I made my money playing KCD. I don't know what KCD is. Ah. Why would they have you survey pipelines in the dead of winter unless there's a leak or something? We put in a massive pipeline across most of our country, and they were trying to get it laid as quickly as possible. So that was probably where he was involved in it. I'm supposition, but it would make sense. Kingdom Come Deliverance. I might have to check that out. Okay, now there's only 1 tool missing, so we're doing much, much better now. Although it says that we have 3 animals that aren't being fed. Oh, the horses, duh. Yeah, that's fine. I think it's the horses. Yeah, it's the horses. Okay, map. It is 1463. I think we have to wait until 1600. Or, I'm sorry, 1800. No, it's a little after 1600. Well. Oh, are you not done with the fields yet? Well, poop. Let's check the fields, because we definitely want to make sure that they get those done in time. Oh, she's the last one. Alright, well, we're going to help her so that we don't accidentally sleep while she's doing that. Because we don't want to cut ourselves shy on our rye. Because that's a huge money crop. Not as much as flax, but it's still worth a chunk of change. Just help her along, make sure this gets done. I worked on all types of surveys on the pipeline. My favorite is Perlim. That is where it's a new line, and then repair digs are fun too. Oh, cool. Okay. Yeah, I wasn't sure if you were involved in that massive push that they did a few years ago. I guess it's been more than a few years. Sometimes I forget. My sense of time passage is not as good the older I get as it was when I was younger. As there are things that I'm like, oh, that happened like a year or two ago. No, it was like 15, man. Alright, let's see if we can sleep now. I don't think that took 2 game hours, but you never know. Hey, look, it's our kiddo.
Hello.
Oh, shit. I think I forgot to give him a present this year. Alright, well, let's remedy that. Or this season, rather. Not year. Do we have any toy swords left? This is the last toy sword, so we're going to go ahead and grab a rabbit figurine to give him tomorrow.
Which day?
What's on your mind? Oh no, I lost my rock. Did you see it? It was round and gray, one of a kind. That's,
See you.
I'm gonna go to bed. I don't have enough time to tell him what's wrong with that statement. Yeah. You know what we could do for some survival XP? We could craft up some of those potions. We should have enough ingredients for them now. We've had him collecting for years. Like some night vision potions would be nice. So let's see. Nightshade, henbane, water, and vials. I've seen those satisfying videos where they kick the pipe in the hole and it causes a chain reaction and the whole pipe goes in on the whole length. And oh yeah, that's cool. I worked on a few big ones that started in Canada and come down to Chicago, Texas, to west of Miami. Oh, that's kind of cool. That's really neat. Alright, let's grab a couple of buckets and we will grab the nightshade, or at least a chunk of nightshade. And, was it henbane? Shit, I already forgot. I think it was henbane. And then we'll grab all of the, oh, no, clay vials. Psych. Starts with a C, bud. Alright, let's see how many of these we can pound out. This is a tailoring hut. Right, the buckets have to have water in them. That was the whole point in grabbing buckets. It's been a long time since we've made potions. It was like this far into season 1 before we even started potions. Wow. That really eats through the nightshade, doesn't it? Alright, well. It's not like we had anything else for him to do. Alright, then we can put that last bucket of water in here, and hopefully we should be able to sleep now. Oh, I forgot the vials. I do want to go and get our iron at the season change before we actually make the sales run, because we can use that iron to squeeze a little bit of extra coinage out of them. The vials. We only actually need 5,000 coins now because they made us 5,000 coins over the rest of the day here. So that's good news. There we go. You having too many 420 moments? Nah. Just my memory is not as great as it used to be. Some things I can remember as if I'm still seeing them. My love, you're here. How's my beautiful wife doing? Finally free of this damn hiccup. It's been bothering me for hours. My sincerest congratulations. What about our youngster? He has an imaginary friend. Oh, this is the one. Okay. He has an imaginary friend. I remember having one at his age as well. Have you ever had one? Never. I had real friend. I sure did. His name was Peter. Some days I've been pretending he was the one controlling the words. Nope, never. I had real friends. Oh, don't be a grump. It's harmless fun. Go see for yourself. I'm sure. And then she hiccups. I'll give it a try. This is the one where the kid speaks like somebody in his mid-20s, not somebody that is however old our kid is. I think he's 4? Yeah, he's 4. I've made a new friend, so I've heard. Your mom told me about it. What's his name? I don't actually know. He wouldn't give it to me. Says it's safer that way. Of course it is. Where is he from? Is he from the valley? No, he said he's from a very distant place, a place that hasn't been built yet. I see. Very mysterious. Okay, I'll leave you two alone. Have fun. Dad, wait. He could actually use your help. What is it? He needs new clothes. I like his old ones, but he says he needs something more local. Son, I don't know if I have time to play pretend. But it's really important. He just needs a shirt, trousers, and shoes. Whatever the kind. He's about your size. Fine, I'll see what I can do. Simple shoes we've got. Trousers, we can probably make some, I guess. And a simple linen shirt. I think we have the recipe for that as well. Simple shoes we may as well make. We've got a bunch more leather again, so that's not a big deal. And then let's just grab a fistful of linen thread. And maybe a little bit of fur. I don't think we'll need the fur, but it can't hurt to have it on hand. Alright, so the simple shoes aren't a big deal because we make simple shoes to sell anyway. The trousers we might have to buy the recipe for. I think we have the simple linen shirt though, because I think that's what we were making before we went to caps. One linen fabric. Okay, we can do that. And then trousers. It's only 200 coins. That's going to be cheaper than buying them, I think. Okay, so we need 2 linen fabric, and then we should be good. Now, sometimes my memory is impeccable. Like, I can still remember lectures from my chemistry class in college, and what was written on what side of the board, and what the instructor was wearing when she wrote it there. And then there are times when I can't remember shit. And there doesn't seem to be much of a rhyme or reason as to which one strikes. Lark, what took you so long? I have the clothes for your friend. Great, exactly what I needed. Anything else? Actually, yes, I'll be needing a hammer as well. And what would you need a hammer for? It's not for me, it's for him again. Is it really necessary? What does he do exactly? He's a traveler and he wants to go back home, but his carriage got broken, so he needs to fix it first. Alright, I'll get you a hammer. And it needs to be a metal one. Oh, come on! Yeah, see, he's not speaking like a 4-year-old. Copper hammer. Didn't we keep some copper back for just in case? Or am I misremembering that? I'm assuming I'm misremembering it because I don't see it there. That's alright, we were going to go on a mine run anyway, so we can use this opportunity to get some copper while we're there. Oh, I wanted to give him that figurine as well. Alright, so let's go on that iron run and we'll have to remember to get at least 4 copper ore while we're at it. Sometimes I have one of those aware moments and I can tell that I will remember that moment even if nothing special happens, right? I used to be like that all the time. Like, I would recite word for word what people had said in conversations. When like, but I told you, like, no, you said, and then I would spit it out verbatim. And apparently that used to make me almost insufferable in arguments. But my memory's not quite that good anymore. I think how interesting the topic is to me has to do a little bit too... That's a bear! I don't remember ever seeing a bear over here. Am I not... I'm not where I thought I was. That's what's wrong. Okay, well... Oh, yeah, we headed way too far north. Okay, so yeah, noted. There's a friggin' bear up there. Whoops. But yeah, I think engagement has to do with it too. How interested I am in a topic as to whether or not I will remember. But I think everybody's like that to an extent. So we deal with so many things that are borderline trivial throughout the day that we don't even bother wasting the brain space for them. And I think sometimes our brains decide something is trivial even when it's really not. But that's where I picked up most of my useless facts and whatnot, is just I either read it somewhere or heard it from somebody at some point during my life, and it got stuck in my brain and never left. Like your anecdote about Fahrenheit, I will probably remember that for a long time to come. Because that's interesting to me. I think this is 10. It is 10. Alright, throw that copper in there, we can throw this iron in there, and we can throw these rocks in there. Stones. Rock and stone. Probably isn't even true, you just heard it somewhere, right? Yeah, that's the danger of remembering all the little tidbits that people tell you, is you have to try and verify the source if you can, because I know I have heard quite a few little factoids from random people that turns out later on that they're either something that is known that it's not true and is commonly held misinformation, or is not, it was just completely fabricated. That's why I try to generally, when I say things, if I haven't experimented with it myself directly, I will try to explain the source where I got said information. That way, at least the burden of proof is removed. And there are some things that, you know, like, it's one thing to look up information on a wiki about a game, but actual facts on the wiki, probably not a good idea. But I know when I was in college, there were people that would use Wikipedia pages for citations for their papers and things. I'm like, are you stupid? Like, that's so dangerous, it's not even funny. If the instructor knows even a modicum of what you're talking about. Although people do a lot of stupid things in college. Bro, half the shit they teach in university is not true anyway. Fair enough. I think it depends on your subject. There are some things like math is a pretty solid subject. Particularly in business. It's easy enough to track. Business law, I mean, you're pretty safe there too. Programming, you can demonstrate whether programming is accurate or not. Although there are some things that we were told about programming that aren't true. Like some of the most commonly used languages weren't even the most commonly used languages when they told us that. So that's frustrating. But it is what it is. And the sciences you have to be careful with anyway, because the science, I mean, we're constantly learning new things about science. There's stuff that I learned in grade school that we absolutely believed was true at the time, that we have since found actually wasn't. So, I mean, there's a little bit of that too that you have to watch out for, depending on subject matter. But in general, yeah, you got to be really careful who you trust and who you don't. Okay, so we know that this is going to go in twos, so we can put one of these back. So 70 is 35, 4 is 2, so we're looking at 37 sticks for that. Plus an additional... So 38 sticks total, because we want one for the copper as well to give our kiddo that hammer. I did that weird thing where it like insta-melted the copper again. Alright, copper tools, we want the hammer. And then for the iron, we want knives. Although if you accidentally make copper hammers, or iron hammers instead of knives, you're not going to lose any money. It's just the hammers weigh more than the knives, even though they take the same amount of ingredients. Alright, let's go get our kids squared away and grab some stuff to sell. I can't remember if he wanted... I think he wanted one more thing too, but I'm not positive. But the reward for this quest is super cool, but it doesn't really serve much of a purpose in a single-player game. I think it'll be much neater when you can have the co-op. Because we get a coin that if you drop the coin, it actually flips heads or tails for you. Oh, oh, that's not our kid. What took you so long? Here's your hammer. I feel like a bad parent giving it to you, though. No, you're the best. Now I only need one more thing. You're killing me, son. What now? You didn't tell me yet. I need to wait until tomorrow. Will you come see me then? You know I will, you little bug. Yeah, that's what the coin's for. If you drop it from the menu, it will flip heads or tails. I hate weight limits on games, so I have it turned off. You know, weight limits on games that already have a grid inventory drive me insane. But in this particular game, because you can carry a virtually unlimited stack of items, I leave the weight limits on. Just because I feel like it actually would break the balance if you could carry as much of whatever you wanted. But that is definitely personal preference. And no judgment whatsoever if that is not the way you play it. We're going to need the horse before we get too much more. Alright. So feathers, let's take like half the feathers. I just don't like to make all the trips. That's fair. It depends, too, on what kind of time you have available when you're playing a game, too. As there are times when weight limit plus Diablo-style grid is too much, yes. And there are games that do that, and it drives me absolutely insane. Like, one or the other. Both are ways to limit the player. Pick one. At least we're starting to get more wool coming in now. We're actually getting a reasonable amount, and I did it again, didn't I? Dark Souls has near infinite inventory. Yeah, that's definitely not a game you play for realism, though. I like when they let you adjust it. Not necessarily manually, like, setting different constraints, but like in Skyrim, you could increase your carrying capacity by putting points in certain stats or putting certain enchantments on gear. I wish there was something along those lines here.
How can I help you? See you soon.
You can get up.
Hail, Fred.
Get out of the way. I need my horse. Thank you.
How are you?
I'll punch you in the head, Eric.
Goodbye.
Not that it's going to do any good. we'll take these hats with us. So we've got... Oops. Or if they let you work out, yeah. Let's take that iron crossbow. I don't know why it's still in there. That's something we should have sold ages ago. I think that's more or less all that we've got for sale. You know what? Let's take like another 100 baskets, or we'll take half again. We'll take like 70, because we can always make more. Wine bottles we're gonna need here soon. Wooden vials. How much weight do we have left? About, we'll say 50 kilograms or so. That's not that much, truth be told. All right, let's see how far these will get us. Imagine medieval bench press rack. Well, honestly, I mean, when they were working in the fields and whatnot, it's amazing how much hard manual labor will actually tone you up. So I know working in manual labor in my late teens, early 20s, that's when I really was able to keep the muscles that I got from sports. Hey, Stesso. What's going on, man? I was worried about you. Thought maybe you had a hot date or something. Nah, I've been cleaning shit today. Fair enough. Wait, are there 3 quests in this town? What the crap? Alright, are any of them worth doing?
Hello there.
Kinga, what do you need? You lost your bow. Nope.
How can I help?
I don't even know why you had a bow.
Products here.
Alright, so let's dump some hats on you. And some baskets, maybe? Okay. And some vials. Sure.
Here. Goodbye.
Alright, what's your mom want? Hey, Matilda.
How's life treating you?
A customer. Not sure if I'm buying anything yet. You aren't thinking of buying from that other village? Oh, no. Well, we are not doing the running back and forth quest, Matilda.
Only the best products here.
After my girlfriend's father passed away, we sort of have 2 apartments in one. So messy. Fair enough, man. Fair enough. Well, I got rid of a large chunk of that now, didn't it?
You.
I don't think we're going to make it all the way around the valley, but we are already over 500,000 coins. That's super exciting.
My wares never disappoint.
Looks like we sold out all the hats. Yeah, we're not going to make it super far with the sale run. We just didn't have much to go.
How have you been?
Hey, craft his own tools. Excellent. New axe. How many does he want? He wants 1 copper axe this time. Interesting. Alright. You know, I might actually hit a couple of copper nodes the next time we're in the mine. And, just sit on them. Because I'm really getting tired of having to buy and or scramble to get copper for these quests. I would almost rather they wanted iron tools Even though it would technically cost us more in profitability, it would be less of a pain in the ass to go get.
How trade is in my nature.
Okay. I just realized that we have a bunch of leather that I was supposed to turn into shoes and completely forgot about.
Have you been? It was nice seeing you.
Hey, old friend. My wares never disappoint.
Copper, 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 copper axe. We still have 90 in weight. Iron knives! Oh my god. I screwed the pooch on that one.
Have a good day.
Hey, diplomacy level. Alright, we got Castellan done, so creative accounting is where... Alright. So we can actually put in a point in good host once we hit 10, which will slower mood reduction. But we now have the lowest possible taxes, lowest demand for food and water, and best prices. I doubt that copper knives were widespread in medieval times. Yeah, that's a little after the Copper Ages. I mean, they've, you know, we learned about copper, and then we learned about bronze, then we learned about iron, then we learned about steel. And, I mean, there was some use of steel in the late medieval ages, so you would think that nobody would be bothering with bronze or copper anymore at that point. I think that's mostly just for progression for the gaming, because they needed some form of progression to make it feel like you're earning stuff. Alright, I'm gonna go turn this axe in, and then I'm gonna go grab some more of the vials to sell, because I forgot that we had a bunch of iron knives for sale. And we don't have anything to make up the difference right now, because I sold off all the vials already thinking we were done. Oh good, he's still on the wall. That makes him easy to find. Alright, so how did that do us for tech? We only need 400. We've gotten 600 points in tech today, guys. So far. We are almost to the tavern. We are only 400 points away. We might actually sleep the night and then go while we're in the village. Just because after this sales run, we really don't have a terrible lot to do during winter. Until we're just basically biding time till spring and we can get all these oats scooped up. So it'll help us pass time a little bit faster if we sleep. Now the question is, how many vials do we have? And do we just grab vials, or do we I got about 5,000. You know what? Let's make some anyway. Logs. So we're at 86. So we can take 180-ish? 180 kilograms? 266. That'll drop to about 250 by the time we're done crafting stuff. Maybe a little bit lower. Yeah, I kind of screwed up by selling off all the vials earlier. I thought we were done with everything else, and we weren't. Once we realized that we can make iron tools, and that iron is thousands of times more abundant than copper, copper tools went out the... Yep. Also, iron is a harder metal, which means it's you don't have to put your edge on as often, doesn't break down as bad. I mean, it's just better overall for tools. Copper has its uses, and definitely in today's society. But even then, it had its uses. Just tools were not the most efficient use of it. It's like gold's value has nothing to do with the scarcity of gold. It has everything to do with its properties and usefulness. I totally forgot to sleep, didn't I? Right. We got like 30 seconds till we can sleep. I don't know what it is with my kid playing in the middle of the damn field. I like the design of the lamp. I just wish that you could center it in the building. Like, you know, right here would be ideal. But basically you have to pick there, 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 or there. And I don't want it right over the beds. It's right over a bed there, but there's nothing I can really do about that one. I know, Winnie. Give me a minute. There we go. Now we don't have to worry about them all trying to go to sleep on us while we're trying to make our run. And it helped us pass a day, which is always useful. Ah, shit. I forgot to talk to the kid. Oh well, we'll hit him on the way back. We don't usually come in this entrance. It's kind of weird. Thought I was lost for a minute there. I don't like change.
Hello there. Whatever you need, I've got it. Have a good day.
Hello. Only the best products here.
Alright, I know the ones from Sambor are cheaper, but we're right here. So I'm just going to buy one now for next season. No. Oh, he can't afford any more iron knives. Okay. He's one that we had already partially cleaned out. I think we can get the axe guy, but I think the pickaxe guy's already done.
The highest quality.
I'll verify, but I'm pretty sure that we already hit her up.
What can I've been a vendor
Yeah.
before you farewell.
Oh. Bandits. I think you have the bow. No, neither of them had a bow. Where's your knife? Copper knife. You had an iron cudgel. That's money. $75 coins. Ooh, backpack. That's worth some. Ah, bread is worth a lot. That's nice. That's really nice. Water skins, eh. Meat's good. Rye beer's good. Alright, well, that wasn't a complete waste. Oh. Hello, then. Ooh, a free bow. Kind of arrows. Stone arrows. I'm not taking those. We're not taking the fur either. Well, you know what? We're on a sale run. We can sell the fur. It's fine. And a boat. Look at them running their dead state with their shoulders going and their toes twitching. Huh. I don't understand why that's a thing. Their models should stop moving. I mean, the animals do. You see, I don't know why they didn't bother to fix that on them. That's wheat. We're not stopping for wheat. Watch the fence up here and Wincent. I guess it's up a little bit further. There it is. I don't see any bandits. I think they're up a little bit further too, though. Nope, no bandits. Groovy. It's nice when we don't have to worry about that. Hello.
Let me show you my wares.
Yeah, I got a bunch of shit to sell you. $49 she's got.
You have returned.
All right. Oh, we've made 20 grand today. That's a chunk. We still got places to go, so we might wind up with more still. Weren't we still looking for a male extractor?
Well, I've been a vendor since before you could walk.
I think we were. I don't know, it's been a minute. Oh, he's only got 11 left.
Take care.
And then Pig Lady.
How are you? My wares never disappoint. See you soon.
Yeah, I don't know how much further around we're going to make it. We don't have that much more to go. It looks like we still have a lot of vials left, but honestly, they're really not worth that much. They're mostly there for filler because the knives go in such big chunks that they can effectively leave a bunch of coins in the vendor. So they're basically there to nickel and dime them out of what's left after that.
How have you been?
No, I'm not getting any boots.
How do you do? I've been a vendor since before you could walk.
Oh, we can actually sell her 4. Okay, so we're done selling knives now. So she's got 122 left. We can sell her that one. There we go.
Farewell.
Alright, then we need to find their hunter, who is sometimes in the hunting shack and sometimes not. He also likes to loiter around town sometimes.
Only goods of the highest quality. You have returned.
Wow, we zeroed him out. That's awesome. Usually there's some small change left that we can't get, but we actually zeroed him out. We made it further than I expected to based on what we had, though, to be completely honest. I didn't think we had enough to get us this far. I guess that just shows how much value the higher tier items really are.
How can I... Only the best products here.
I thought that we had another... Yeah, we did have another backpack. Okay. We've got those. And we've got feathers. So it doesn't really matter what we sell. I think this is probably going to be our last stop, maybe? Maybe.
Goodbye.
I guess we still have 1,200 vials, but this guy's going to chunk a bunch of them down. I think like 500, 460.
Goodbye.
Yeah, the next village will probably take care of the last of them. Because 2 vendors is pretty much enough to finish it off. So we'll hit up Baranica and then we'll head home and talk to our kiddo for that quest. And see what his crazy futuristic alien friend needs next. I thought we had to get some food as well, but it's been a minute since we've done the quest, so I don't remember if that's right or not.
My wares never disappoint.
I guess we'll find out momentarily, yeah? Oh, we do have some meat that we could sell.
Friend, see you soon.
Alright, we passed the goat lady. There, sheep lady. That symbol on the compass up at the top looks like a goat to me. It doesn't look like a sheep. That's why I keep calling her the goat lady, even though she sells sheep. Alright, that's that. She even has a little bit of money left herself. So we almost made 30,000 coins this trip. Which means there was only about 20,000 left in the valley. We were 1,000 away, and we will probably hit 30,000 with the stuff that we sold at home while we were out and about. And I think they finally sold through the last of the flatbread. I think that's what the vendors are having issues selling at the moment. So that's a pretty good place to be. So we definitely hit our goal. We did hit our 500,000 today, which is ahead of schedule because we wanted it by year 18. we wanted 1 million, which means year 9 would have been the halfway point for the 500,000. Here we are at year 7, and we have 500,000. So that's awesome. And that, I mean, the first year or two is much, much slower than later. So we're well on our way to hitting the 1 million mark long before our kid's 18. And that makes me very, very happy. Yeah, here. Bear in mind that the kid is 4. Listen, son, I've got a lot on my mind today. I can't keep helping with your imaginary friend's every whim. Imaginary? Do you think I was playing pretend all this time? Well, of course, your mother said... Never mind, my real friend has already left. He fixed his carriage and went back home. Here, take this. He gave me a coin to remember him by. I wouldn't even think that you didn't believe me this whole time. I'm so sorry, son. I thought you were just playing a game. Many children have imaginary friends. That's just silly. If you ever lose your coin, you can come to me for another. You gave me a few. But try not to. They're important to me. Now go. You said you were busy. I can do those things tomorrow. What do you say we spend a day together? No, thank you. I'm busy myself today. Okay, see you later, buddy. Yeah, he's 4. And he speaks like a young adult. Like, that's crazy. Alright, so if we find that strange coin, it should be under S for strange. And if we drop it, the coin is surprisingly light but rigid. It virtually begs to be tossed. So if we drop it... Oh. Okay. It showed up down here. So if we hit the button for drop... Oh, no, I guess it didn't. Oh, heads. There it is in the top left. So it flipped heads. I wonder what happens if you grab it and drop it. Nothing. So if we drop it again, tails. So that's fun. It really serves no purpose in single player, though. I feel like that's something that would be much more fun in multiplayer. Oh, 2,500 coins. There it is. We are 3,000 coins away from 500,250. Or 525,000. Holy crap. I can't number today. That decimal throws me off. I really don't like that there's a partial of a coin. Throws me off and it upsets me. I know I'm weird. Just go with it. Alright, well, yeah, that's a thing. So I guess we can make some more food.
How are you?
Let's see if we can shear the sheep. That might be worth doing. You are shearable. You are not. You are shearable. And you are not. So we're going to wait until all 4 are shareable, because I don't like having the 2 and 2 offset. We we could have looked at the manure while we were there. I feel like we just did these like 2 game days ago. I can't believe they're already at 100% again. Maybe I'm off. Maybe it's been longer than that. The sleeping is really throwing me off because that's not something we normally do. So my time reference is a little awkward now. Because normally we just make him work non-stop. Like, he only gets to sleep on season change. And only because it makes us. Alright, yeah, because they're out of food, we're probably not going to get much more manure up here. Hey, Philly's grown. Well, we knew that. Philly's been grown. It's you that we need to grow. We did get a recommendation for our next horse. So I think we have our second female horse name. Somebody had commented in one of the videos that since I like shiny things, we should name a horse Shiny Thing. So I think our next female horse we will name Shiny Thing. So now we have 2 names for males that we can alternate between and 2 names for females that we can alternate between. So that's kind of exciting. So 48 would be ideal. So 40 is going to be 5. We'll make 5 more hats for them. What are they doing on simple shoes? They are out of simple shoes. Okay. So we need to get those back up for them as well. That'll give us a little bit of extra through our vendors as well. He is completely bugged out right now. And apparently he is also hollow. So, just as a heads up, villagers are hollow. There is no creamy center. That still drives me nuts how he only has 3 fingers on his left hand when you're sewing stuff. This is the only place it does it. Everywhere else it shows 4 fingers. I don't know why it doesn't here, but it bothers me on like an existential level. I don't know why. Oh, we had a cudgel we could have sold. Oh well. That's what it is. Alright, so with the season change, we didn't actually check to see if anybody came back to work. And it looks like the answer to that is yes, actually. Oh, we have a firewood problem. Okay. So we've got a farmer back. Excellent. And we got an extractor back. Fantastic. We needed an extractor back. So we're going to send them to the mine to hopefully fix part of that problem. Okay. And then the other one was a what? Was a farmer. So what do we have for farmers that we could... Oh, we have a farm shed that's a person down. We'll put her there. Oh, wait. I don't know what... I wonder who that was. Frida, I think it was? Which farm shed did we put her in? I think it's that one. Which is actually way over there. And that's not where she lives. Yeah, that's a problem. That's not gonna work. Is there a way to... Oh, yeah, just remove. Okay. Alright, we're gonna head over to the second village and see what's going on over there, who lives over there, and if we can find a way to shift these people appropriately to where we can have somebody work that farm hut out there without having to move people around even worse. I also need to do something about the firewood. I'm guessing we're missing an extractor from one of the wood sheds at the moment, probably due to pregnancy. Alright, so who lives in this house? Gerarda and Harold. Gerarda's a farmer, probably out here, so that's fine. And then who lives in this house? Farmer and an animal breeder. So here's what we'll do. We'll take Otmar. So where is Otmar currently working? In the pigsty. So we will have him come to the empty farm shed here. And then we will send what's-her-face, Frida, to work in the pigsty. And that should solve our problem. In theory. Alright, let's get them some firewood. Oh, hush and get up there. Oh, okay. We were stuck in the doorway and then all of a sudden we were teleported halfway across the barn and fell over. That was new and exciting. Alright, I actually need you to carry these logs, Winnie. Alright, L for logs. We're going to go ahead and take... How much can we carry? We're at 44. So let's take like 215, sure. Thought I'd hold them for a while. At least until other people start coming back to work. So there's a lot of this stuff that we're going to have to maintain ourselves right now because everybody's out for maternity. Oh, we went just a hair too far forward, didn't we, Winnie? There we go. That should solve that problem, at least for a while. More coins is always nice. Firewood starts with an F. There you go, guys. That'll last you a while. And they all just disappear. Right like that. Okay, so who's missing tools now? Nobody, nobody, nobody. The kitchens are missing bowls, and the smithy is missing iron. Okay. That's fine. Oh boy. We have a vendor that's out. That's not good. So that's where a lot of our iron knives were being sold. That's a lot of money that we're missing out on right now. Do we have anybody? No, we don't. We don't have anybody that we can put there for now. We're just going to lose out on that money until we get somebody back in. That's alright. It gives us more that we can take around to sell, I guess. Because I don't want to jigger that too much, or we're going to have problems when they try to come back. Alright guys, it is about that time of the night. So our next stream isn't going to be until Wednesday, just as a heads up. So that'll give me tomorrow to edit today's stream. And then Monday I'm going to have to stay late because it's the first day of the new job, so there's a lot of paperwork to do. And then we're starting our Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday stream schedule. So our next stream will be Wednesday, and then Friday, and then Saturday, and then it should be normal from there. Yeah, we're in pretty good shape here. We're just going to pass out the rest of winter, get this rye harvested, get it refined, sold off. That should unlock the windmill for us. Probably just the harvesting of it will unlock the windmill. We're so close. The processing of it, the cooking of it, will hopefully get us to the tavern as well, and then we'll really be cooking with fire monetarily. But yeah, that's where we're at. So we're just gonna chill until winter's over. If you guys learned anything useful today, or if you had a good time, please don't be afraid to drop a like. If you're feeling friendly, maybe go ahead and subscribe. But either way, have a fantastic rest of your night, guys, and we will see you Wednesday. Thanks for hanging out.